Hey guys, okay, so finally I get to start talking about some of the cool stuff here. So I need to I need to show you the data modeling uh, that I had set up for this application here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the resources that this application consumes, and I'm going to talk you through kind of uh, or show you my thought processes behind why I created these models the way I did. Um, so before you freak out about any particular decision that I made, keep in mind that Firebase is sort of like a different kind of a database. Okay, so you have to think about things a little bit differently. So let's jump in right away and let's actually look at some of these. So um, I have a feeling that this video is going to eclipse or go longer than my 5 minute rule. But anyways, so here's the Firebase console, and as you can see, the name of my application is right here, and these are the three resources that we're working with. Pretty simple: messages, rooms, and users. One thing that I do not want you to get confused with is that this users model, these users documents are different from the users that are created by Google. Okay, and what I mean by that is Google Firebase is handling pretty much all of the authentication for me, the sessions for the users, and all of that business. So that's going to require them to save information on who's logged in. So my approach to this, or my solution to kind of keeping metadata on these users, is to just create my own resource. I'm still learning Firebase. I don't know that you can necessarily add to like this global user object. I still have to look into that. It would be very convenient if you can, but the problem still remains that we need to know which rooms the user is subscribed to. So that's basically the main point of how this model is structured. Okay, so you'll see that it is indeed an object. Each key is the unique identifier for this document. I very badly want to call these records, but I don't think I can. But anyways, and then as far as the attributes go for each user here, we have what I want is a last visited room ID, because on page load, that's where I want the user to go. And then we have a list of rooms here that the user had subscribed to. And then that's it. There's some other stuff that I'm trying to decide on, if I want to allow the user to have a room display name. So in other words, change their name just for that particular room. So that's pretty much it on kind of what this user's model looks like. And this is one of the important, I guess, decisions that I made regarding room privacy, because what I'd like to do ideally is once the user logs in, I only want to render a list of rooms that exist in this rooms list. And that's kind of the direction I want to take with room privacy. I don't know how plausible that's gonna be. I don't know if that's gonna work out. This is still in development, of course, and I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see. Whether or not it's worth the time jumping into these other ones, I don't know. Your basic rooms documents is just gonna have a created at. It's going to have the creator. You're wondering why these probably look different. Actually, no, these don't look different. There's just some changes that I made that I forgot about. Okay, but anyways, so yeah, so going back to these rooms, what we have is who created it, the time it was created, the description, and then a list of moderators. Uh, I'd like to have the room have more than one moderator. So those are just the user IDs, and I think that's a reasonable approach to this. And last but not least, name is the last attribute for a room, because each room needs a name. So let me go ahead and close this and then jump into messages if it will let me open this. Here, let me pause this video so I can save some time. Okay, cool. I finally got this this to work. There's like over 800 documents, so I'm not surprised why this took long to open up. So, anyways, this is the messages model. All right, and now the controversial thing about this here is the fact that the creator of this message is going to have the display name, the email, and the photo URL attached to the actual message document. I know that's redundant because this information is already included in the user's model, but if you think about it, I could use just a user ID as you know, the creators, that we know who created the message, but that poses a problem. And the problem is that if you look at our app, when each one of these messages is rendered, okay, it's going to want to know what this picture is. It's going to want to know who the name is, but how is it going to get that information? Well, it's going to have to ask Firebase, and you don't want to make 800 HTTP requests like in a for loop. And in fact, getting this information from Firebase isn't even an HTTP request to begin with. It's something totally different. I don't know what it is. I'm still kind of studying this. So that's the reason why I built this this messages model the way it is. If you have a better idea, please let me know. Other than that, this should be it for this video. I just wanted to talk about data modeling, and I almost forgot. Since we're going to talk about data modeling, I want to show you the authentication tab here in the console. These are the records or the documents that Google is saving whenever you log in. And one thing that I want to point out is that I have no way to access your password. So this is a really nice tool that Google had made for this. So for us, for life, for the world, for humanity. Okay. Anyways, please subscribe to this channel. I want to end this video now. In the next one, I'll start talking about like the actual things that I'm working on right now and that I'm struggling with. So I'm excited to get started with those. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Thanks.